Hello, everyone. Tanya here. um, I am a parent coach and embodiment coach. So I'm here to support moms with big emotions to stay regulated, to show up present with their kids. But I also have some programs that are for not moms. So, or maybe your kids are grown and you're wondering, how can I master my purpose and not live in victim mode? So the topic today I wrote was become the master of your purpose, not the victim of your history. I want to talk about how to do that at any age, no matter what is happening in your life, and how you can do that, and why it's so important to your health. Um, And that is why I am here. We are, my team and I are putting an end to generational stress response. And I have a new program coming out. So if you haven't heard about it, for all of you parents, it's called Finding the Om in the Home. There's a link if you want to get on the waiting list. But like I said, if you're not a parent, this talk is for you as well, because I do have programs for, moms and dads or non-parents. So let's get into the topic. I was really excited last week to talk to a few people. It's been on my mind a lot with the book that I had come out, was all about becoming the big me. And it's really about like finding this purpose. Like, why are we all here? To serve a purpose in life? Or what is it that all the steps in your life have led up to? So that book has really started to attract different people in my life and open up really interesting conversations. So last week I talked to Jess, my friend Jess Henderson. She is another parent coach, but she also does astrology readings. And she did a reading for me and talked a little bit about, how this came into her life. She's a mom of 6. She was doing all the mom things and just happened to really develop a passion for astrology, reading all about it, with little kids at home and trying to figure out, the things that meant a lot to her. And so what stood out to me in the conversation was just how much she lit up talking about this stuff. So when you find something you're passionate about, you can notice it in a person. They just become really vibrant and healthy. Their stress level is diminished. Like you become your executive functioning. That's the frontal lobe stuff, like planning, organizing, clear thoughts. It comes online when you are living in your true purpose, and you just have a message for the world, and you have clarity. And that's how I felt talking to her. She really like owned it. And I got a lot out of my talk. And if you're not in my group, here, let me put my group up for a minute. There's the talk is in there. She did my reading, like a mini reading of my natal chart. We're coming into Scorpio season. So if you follow any of that stuff, it can feel intense and emotional. And it's a lot of the darker parts of us that come online this time of year. But the talk is in my Facebook group. So if you're not in there, jump in. It's reactive to relaxed, self-care without the mama guilt. And there's lots of embodiment activities in that group as well. So if you're feeling particularly stressed, you go into the guide section, find some mindfulness activities, some breathing exercises, and things like that. That can be really helpful to get your executive functioning going. Another thing about becoming the master of your purpose, why it's so important to not live in your history, not become a victim of your history. Um, you you start to live into your high values. So, what really means the most to you and not to anybody else. And so I have another talk coming out this week with Keisha Ellingson, and she talks a lot about finding her purpose as well and how she had to go through some pretty dark times, unexpected pregnancy. And what she said was, let me read what her quote was that I really loved. I'm not going to be able to find it now. Um, there it is. What people are saying about us, we don't have to accept that. So this is exactly what I was getting into today is you are not a victim of your history and what other people have said about you or have defined you as. You can actually break free from that. And I know it sounds hard sometimes to be able to do some of that. It's taken me years to kind of break through, the ideas I had for myself, leave the teaching profession. I had this whole vision of who I was, and other people had this vision of who I was. And really, when my parents died, they had a vision that I was upholding of me. And that was a huge turning point in my life. I needed to figure out what my own vision for myself was still. Um, so, anyway, I made a course for anybody, you don't have to be a parent, that can really help bring into light what kind of, if you've been feeling stuck and overwhelmed and you're not sure a direction, my course, Reclaim Your Body, Transform Your Mind, is a great place to start. It's like 4 weeks of like a self-guided retreat. And you go through mindfulness and breathing exercises to just kind of bring your nervous system back in line, some self-love activities to really reconnect with your body and your mind, some sleep practices to get into relaxation. And then finally, week 4 is where we go into purpose and creativity. Because if you're not living into your creative energy, you're not going to be able to figure out what your purpose is and what the next direction in life is and what step you need to take towards it. You really need to find that time to devote to it. And journaling has been a huge part of that for me. So there's journaling exercises in that self-guided course. It's called Reclaim Your Body, Transform Your Mind. Just go to my website, www.tanyamilano.com, and click on the tab that says Reclaim Your Body, Transform Your Mind. And because last week I had a self-love summit, I still have a flash sale going on. So enter self-love as the discount code. Make sure to put that in the coupon code self-love. So get it while it's discounted before I'll probably take that off at the end of the week. After the new moon's Thursday, I'll be taking it off as a discount. So you have until, let's say, Friday at midnight to get that discounted self-guided retreat course. And like I said, it's for anybody. You don't have to be a parent. And it's really walking you through how to get back to your body, how to figure out what your purpose is and which direction you're taking and all of that stuff. So I think that's all I had to say for today. Of course, if you are really wanting to get down into the nitty-gritty of what has been holding you back, that's where one-on-one coaching comes into place, because I can really talk directly to your story and we can work through your triggers and what patterns you've been holding on to. And the one-on-one coaching is where it's at. So that's on my website as well. Coaching, you could just do 1 session, 4 sessions, 8 sessions. We could get you really far in 8 sessions. But a lot of what I hear from my clients is this limiting belief that I am not good enough or I am not worthy. And we can work past that together. That's what we need to do, is get past that inner voice, and I can support you with that. Um, so reach out to me, message me, or email me, or go to my website. And have a wonderful week, everybody. Bye for now.